That's right, everyone. Teleporting is coming to the game along with the magic skill very soon, probably next month. So stay tuned for this and a lot more information from today's live stream. You guys are not gonna want to miss it. Let's get right into it. Everyone, so like I was saying, we are going to be getting a few updates coming up in the month of June, as well as some more. Today Mod Doom did have a live stream where he questions. It was a Q&A panel and just gave us an update of the game and where they're at. Unfortunately, apparently Twitch had an issue. Their VOD was unable to upload, so they were not able to upload all the information. But here I am today to share all that information with you. I got all my notes, and so let's go ahead and get right into it, and I'll try to rapid fire because there is a lot to cover. First and foremost, 0.8 is not a major update, but will be coming within the first week of June. With 0.8, they're hoping to have everything on the roadmap finished by the end of the year, but it could take an entire year. But 0.8 should bring in magic as well as a few spells like the one you saw at the beginning of this video, and more to come. So 1.0 is planned to be the base game, but far from the end of development, and it is not necessarily the full release in regards to whether the price of the game will be raised with it. So that is something that's still being considered. If they will be raising the price, not sure how the early access is going to work. If you have early access, you're going to get to keep the game, or if the price is going to be raised for everybody via expansion. Next, we got the Dragonbane cape. Stats hopefully to be fixed. Cape racks and shields are planned for the future. That's another one. The magic skill tree goes up to level 50 and it comes with multiple skill spells, so that's amazing. I know like I mentioned, we are going to have the teleport spell. That's probably one of the biggest highlights that we're going to see that's coming really soon. Strength, defense, firemaking, fletching aren't skills they necessarily want to translate over to Dragonwilds, but it is something that they said not necessarily, still possibility. Fishing was mentioned as something that they want to add. More building tiers and types planned, obviously. Initial survey feedback is very positive, so awesome. That sounds like you guys all filled out the survey, so that is helping them a lot. Controls are getting a full overhaul as part of 0.9, which like 0.8 is going to be coming in the beginning of June. Blog post next week including the deep dive into magic, so that's where we'll see a little bit more details in next week's post. And stuff in testing possibly coming to 0.8, which would be world option settings, new build-up pieces, base fortifications, engine upgrades, Velgar event changes, stability bug fixes, back-end crash detection, and more keyboard rebindings for magic. So lots coming up that we will possibly see in the beginning of June. Super excited for that. Engine upgrades are necessary to stay up to date. They can have crossplay with console in the future. Awesome. So console is something that they are planning on doing in the future. I think we already knew that, but just verifying. New weapon types are not in the immediate future. New weapon types are not in the immediate future. Something about Velgar that he can't spoil. So there is something that Mod Doom mentioned about Velgar that he cannot spoil. So hopefully that's something awesome. Blink spell lets you teleport short distances to dodge attacks. Temporary effect likely replaces rolling. So I guess it'll be is like a spell that you use, and instead of dodging, you'll be blinking, similar to World of Warcraft. Sounds pretty amazing. Options being explored for anti-griefing build protection. Thank God, because we all know that that's something we need. Reaffirming that no save wipes are planned, but dedicated servers may require new characters and worlds. So there will not be save wipes, but if they do install dedicated servers, you may need to create a new character. So that is something to think about as well. Undecided on resetting XP for unreleased skills like magic, but seems to be leaning towards not doing so. So you may get to keep all those XP tomes, those of you who have been grinding out making new characters and getting those XP tomes. So that's good news for y'all. Farming will release the update before the same update as Mithril. Awesome. Reaffirming that skill capes are planned. So that is something that is still on their roadmap. Consider the Velgar attacks ending after killing him. So that's something that they're still thinking about. Probably no stamina skill. Oops, sorry guys. Like I said, probably no stamina skill. Core development team is around 30 devs, so that's good to know. They do have 30 developers working on this, so that is amazing. They have a huge team and they're planning on just tackling this. Hunter and Slayer could happen, but doesn't seem to be planned at the moment. No plans on how big the final map will be, so it could just keep on expanding. Hopefully we get another Gielinor size map. 0.10 is the Fell Hollow update, which is going to be the expansion of the map. Amazing. Dedicated servers planned for around 1.0, so that's going to be coming probably by the end of the year, so still a lot to wait on that one. Unknown where the end game will go, so he's still not sure where the end game will take us, if it's going to be raids, dungeons, who knows. Fell Hollow will likely include new materials for new foods and potions. Awesome, so that means we're going to see a few more, probably a new wood, definitely new metals probably. I know mithril is planned for later, but still something to think about. Water are not planned to be usable or craftable soon, but you can still collect them. Doom voiced Vanica, but mod Doom voiced Vanica, but it is unused because quests could be rewritten in the future. Voice acting could come when things are locked in far in the future, so we could be getting voice acting as well, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Considering locking weapons behind combat skill levels or in rare drops, so that is something they're thinking about. That would be awesome, and I think that's something that we probably saw a lot of feedback on. So combat skill levels and rare drops would be amazing, because then we can finally have some RNG in the game. Level 99s won't require 13 million XP, so we're probably going to see, I think somebody did the math on Reddit, we're looking at about 6 million. If we're doing the math from the exponential gains from 1 to 50, it looks like it stops at about 6 million. So about halfway what you see in our classic RuneScape. Likely no holiday events this year, so they can focus on working on the core game. So, okay, not going to get a Christmas event. We're probably not going to get anything, but I mean, that's fine. They need to focus on working on the game first. New set bonuses definitely coming later on. So we're going to see some set bonuses probably unique to each set. So like the Paladin armor, the Dragonkin armor, they'll probably have different set effects than their our weaker counterparts, I guess you can say. Farming will just be plants first, but not ruling out the possibility of animals later. Oh wow, so there could be animals, so you can probably get some hide, leather, all that, so you can set up a whole factory. Maybe we can even have people set up their own worlds where they have just factories for leather and stuff. That'd be cool. No plans for cosmetic overrides. Merchandise is being discussed, so there's going to be some merch coming your way. Looking at rejigging journal for 0.9, possibly collection logs, so sea logs could be a thing. Collection log completed. Range skill tree is coming in 0.9. Quarterly updates, and 0.9 is planned to release in a few months after 0.8, which will be coming next month. Or wait, May, June? Yes, next month. Polling system like old school RuneScape is not happening, so there will not be a polling system. Kingback Dragon probably not coming to Dragonwilds. Unfortunately, the king of all dragons will not be coming, but it's okay. And no Borrows Brothers, but maybe similar looking gear in the future. And last but not least, one small favor, the quest that everybody loves is confirmed. Just kidding, that was satire. But that just about does it. I know it was a lot to take in, guys. There was a lot of information in this blog post. Feel free to slow it down. I'll try to write it down for all of you, so that way you guys don't have to be going through everything. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It's a lot that he covered. Unfortunately, like I said, that Twitch VOD was not available, so hopefully this is enough to get you all the information that you were looking for this week's update. There will be a blog post with all this information next week, according to Mod Doom on Discord. But until then, this is gonna have to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped satisfy that thirst. If you guys have any clips you'd like to share with me, feel free to leave it in my Discord. I will have it in the description below, so that we can have featured clips and we can just have fun with this. But again, you guys are amazing. Super grateful for the TikTok followers. We are 900 followers. You guys are amazing. We're almost to the 1,000 and then eventually 10,000, and who knows where we'll go from there. Dragonwilds has so much potential, but you guys are amazing and I just love you so much. Falcon out. Bye.